knock, open up the door.
It's Will!
First off, right off the bat, Marvel Studios has its own logo now. I think they kind of wised up and were trying to distance themselves from all the other Marvel properties, because as we know, when you see a Marvel movie or a Fox Marvel movie, they all have that same opening with the comic book pages going and it says Marvel. Because some people, even like, I swear when I saw X-Men, people were still confused about this universe and the Marvel universe that Disney owns not being under the same roof. We're going, oh, how come they haven't got the X-Men and the Avengers together yet? They shouldn't be doing it, blah, 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 blah. People are still confused. Like, your average moviegoer doesn't know this, surprisingly. So Marvel has distanced themselves from that, and they made a new logo. It looks pretty cool. I mean, obviously it's a branding thing, and they gotta separate themselves from the others. But that's the first thing that they kind of revealed. Apparently they had a Guardians of the Galaxy 2 video reel. I haven't got to see it yet, unless you went to Comic-Con, in which case, good on you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, but I've heard descriptions of it. Apparently there's a prison break scene with Baby Groot, Rocket Raccoon, and Yondu, and apparently Yondu's rocking like that huge, giant mohawk thing, like he did back in the comics. I didn't read the run that Yondu was in, but when I actually looked him up, when I was really loving Guardians of the Galaxy, when I was on that kick, I saw old images of him and going, wow, the Michael Rooker version in this, like there was a huge departure there, but looks like they're going back to comic roots. And also, a few weeks before, they released a few images of Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and the new team. Looks like Nebula's joining them, and obviously Yondu, Mantis, and apparently they're changing the character up, making her female. And let me see some other reveals about Guardians. They apparently had an awesome trailer, and they revealed that Kurt Russell is Ego, the Living Planet. As much as I love the new Guardians run on Marvel now, I'll admit I don't know all of it, but I love that these movies have made me want to go reach out and read all this stuff, and it makes me want to go back and even read some of the older stuff here. But apparently, Kurt Russell is also Star-Lord's dad. I don't know how they're going to explain that. There's a lot of theories going around. One is that maybe Ego can like make a projection of himself as a regular human man. It could be like a Wizard of Oz thing where the planet is almost like a giant planetoid like ship, almost like Unicron, and he's just like piloting it. And then when he just stops off and put like Ego away and he just does his own thing. I don't know, and I'm really excited to see how they tackle that. But besides that, I honestly don't know what they're going to do. I like the logo. It's very blue, and blue is my favorite color. I would like to see the new awesomeness mix, see what they do with that. But yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was pretty awesome. The next notable thing I should tackle is Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, I like Benedict Cumberbatch, and this trailer, I am amazed how much I don't know about this movie, and they've released like 2 or 3 trailers for this movie already. It looks like Mads Mikkelsen is the bad guy. He's this guy who apparently used to work with the Ancient One and Baron Mordo. I love how I'm pronouncing these names horribly. All the Marvel fans are going, how dare you, Will? Blah. But anyway, looks like he will be the main bad guy in this, and looks like he's the one like using the reality-altering magic and making all the Inception things happen. And apparently there was a scene we also didn't get to see where the Ancient One like pushes Doctor Strange into the astral field again, and we kind of get more expanded knowledge on that. There were a lot of cool moments in this trailer where Benedict Cumberbatch is learning the magic, and we get to see some of the cool stuff there. And him and Baron Mordo being friends. We get to see Wong. Is that right, Wong? I hope it is. If not, I'll correct myself in the video, guys. But looked pretty cool. I'll just say I don't know, guys. Doctor Strange could be a huge departure for Marvel, or it could be a huge success depending on how well it's received. I'm still not 100% sold. I'm going to see it opening weekend because Marvel Studios has been proven time and time again. Even Ant-Man didn't make as much as the other Marvel movies, but I still loved it because of Paul Rudd and all the chemistry there. So hopefully this movie can change my tune here in Brovember. But anyway, I don't know what to say about Doctor Strange. Next, we're going to tackle Spider-Man Homecoming. So Spider-Man Homecoming, they've been talking about this for a while now, all this crazy casting, like Donald Glover's going to be in it. Michael Keaton has officially joined the cast. What's his name? Martin Starr, a lot of comedians. It looks like it's going to be a good time. But apparently in the footage they tackled, I think they showed old high school pictures of the Avengers, and then they got to the actual footage of the movie. Apparently Peter Parker's watching old footage of himself fighting Giant Man from Civil War, and all the girls are saying, oh, the Spider-Man's so hot, oh my god, oh, I love him, he's so hot, oh my. That's not what girls sound like, but we'll let that slide for a minute. We'll imagine that's what girls sound like in this universe. Apparently, we get to see his friend played by the girl from Disney. I'm sorry, Zendaya, is that her name? I butchered it terribly, and I'm sorry. Apparently, we get to see Genki in this as well, and apparently, we get to see some footage of like a CGI, like looking Vulture guy attacking him. I don't know who is playing Vulture at this point. And maybe even, I don't know how much you guys know about comics, but Vulture, at least in some of the shows I've watched and some of the comics I've read, well, some of Vulture's powers involve taking youth and making people older. So maybe that could be a thing that happens in this movie. Maybe he'll take the rest of Tony Stark's years or Captain America's super soldier serum and it makes him stronger and younger. We get like a younger, bulkier looking Michael Keaton. I don't know, but that could be a thing they tackle. Pretty much anything we got wasn't like too monumental. Maybe here in the next couple months or right before Doctor Strange, we'll get more trailers or more footage of some of these things. But honestly, like I'm fine just hearing about it and just I'd be fine with just the first trailer and I'd be done because I'm pretty much sold on Spider-Man and Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And even though I wasn't 100% sold on Doctor Strange, I'm gonna see it. And the last thing I'm going to tackle here is Black Panther, another guy who stole the show in Civil War. It was Captain America's movie, and these two other guys are selling it really hard. How is that? How is that? How is that? Anyway, apparently they had like the whole cast come up there. Michonne from Walking Dead is in it. I don't know the character's name that she's playing, but she's in it, guys. Michonne's probably one of the best parts of Walking Dead, even if it's a shitty episode or a slow, crappy episode about Maggie. I'm kidding. But anyway, Michonne is in it. Apparently, Michael B. Jordan is going to be, what is his name? Killmonger. That's his name, Killmonger. He's going to be Killmonger. How many times can I say Killmonger? But yeah, I'm glad those guys are working together. We got, but yeah, that's about all we got. And what else? What else? There was one more reveal. Oh yeah, Brie Larson's Captain Marvel. That's pretty cool. They've been talking about it for a month or so now. That she was one of the front runners, and she's pretty cool. And she's a great actress. I loved her in Scott Pilgrim and everything else she's been in. Wasn't a big fan of Room, but she was still great in it. But I like to see what she does with Captain Marvel. I know that disappointed some fans. I know some people wanted Katie Sackhoff, some people wanted Ronda Rousey. But I think Brie Larson is the best choice. Like she can get bigger if people are worried that she's too tiny. She's a great all-around actress, so as long as she sells the role to us in Infinity War and Captain Marvel, I think people will drop whatever judgment they have. And guys, Kevin Feige and Marvel know what the hell they're doing, so I'm cool with the choice of Brie Larson. But yeah, that's about all I got on Marvel. I know I'm not gushing over it as much as DC, but some of these characters and some of the info we got, I can't really talk about because we didn't get much to see. The only one I could really talk about in depth was Doctor Strange, and even then, I'm not 100% sold on Doctor Strange. So that's always go ahead and give my videos a like, subscribe, and maybe even if I did something wrong here in these videos, or you think I got some info wrong or I missed something, go in the comments, let me know. Call me out. Don't be a complete troll, though, okay? I know those were conflicting things, but do you, guys. You do you and seize the cheese. That's about it from me, and as always, when there's a will, there's a way. Thanks for watching. Maybe it'll be like a Wizard of the Oz. Come on, Will, get your shit together.